You guys make your way to the general store like normal because now you know that's where your companions have gone. And actually, you guys meet up with them as they're coming out.
As we're walking there, Dawn is kind of, I guess, playing with her magic a little more. Just as one does.
Like what? What would you be doing?
Sort of flicking her wrist to making little motions, you know.
All right, so like practicing the motions you use for your spells.
Yep.
Doing random prestidigitation stuff.
Pass the firebolt back and forth between the wrists.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I mean, just be careful with that because you know if you just saw someone walking down the street carrying fire in their hands, playing with it like it
it's
was
not
nothing.
Fire.
I'm just saying, if that's what you were doing. But
she's practicing for the boss fight with Ganon.
And actually, she's probably going to be trying to form little trinkets and things using prestidigitation. Just see how well she does that. Maybe make a card.
She makes an illusion of a gun. Hey, Arya, look.
How rude.
Alright, so as you guys were walking towards the general store, you actually meet up with Sky and Glenn as they were exiting the store. Sky appears to be sporting a new bedroll and a new attack shovel on her back. It looks like the one you posted. It doesn't look
chaos right now.
It doesn't look like the one you posted. So you guys meet up and you're back as one group. Where little Timmy kind of just like runs up to Sky and just kind of like hugs on one of her front hooves and is like, "Mom, we found you." He's just snuggling into your leg, just like rubbing his cheek all over it.
Getting snot everywhere.
He's not crying.
I never said he was. He's a snotty kid.
Hey, little Timmy's a good kid.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. I've got a little something for you.
Yeah, he kind of like moves back a bit, like taking a step back, and is like, "Really? You got me something, Mom?"
Yeah, she gives him the attack shovel. The coin purse with 5 silver and 5 coppers in it.
Sorry, I might have missed the first part, but did you say that you gave him the coin purse with 5 silver and 5 copper?
Yes.
And that was it, right? I didn't miss something at the beginning?
Right. Although she also... no, that's all for now. Never mind.
Alright, so she just gives him a little coin purse with money in it?
Yeah.
Alright, you remember that you realize that this thing I told you is very glittery and shiny, right?
Sure.
Okay, fine. So you hand little Timmy this neon pink. We'll just say it's like a normal color, like red. You hand little Timmy this like small red bag that's very glittery and sparkly, and that has like a bit of weight to it. Little Timmy looks inside of it, just curious about what's inside, like as if it was a present. He looked inside to see if there was something inside. Whereupon he found what you said, those 5 silver, 5 copper. He's like, "Oh, Mom, I don't know what to say. This is the most money I've ever had." He just kind of like goes back up to you and just like slowly walks up and hugs your leg. This time, not in like a forceful manner where like what's called like like an excited hug. This one's more tender, like more with more meaning, more fearing.
He's not trying to glomp the cow.
No, he's not trying to glomp the cow. He's trying to hug the cow.
She reciprocates the hug with one of her front legs.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Yay!
Is my percept.
I am slightly better at these now. I'm so happy. Oh
Okay.
god.
22.
We're up to
Down.
oh, we got a nat
Hallucinate
20.
again. Down. You're gonna hallucinate again. Yay!
Yay!
All right, but
You see your character sheet.
see someone else's character sheet.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
no.
You see Timmy's
So you see
Tell us his
down. You
stats.
see the location of the first Infinity Stone.
It's
Is
inside
it in the belly of the
Hydra.
Hydra?
It's inside. It's like what's it called? It's like the Tesseract. You break open the acorn and the Infinity Stone was inside.
Oh wow.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers for Infinity War if you haven't seen the first like 10 minutes.
Censored.
And
I'm so
spoilers
sorry.
for the first 2 minutes.
It's the first 10. Come on, give it some time for some things to get established and stuff.
It happens
Anyway.
sometime within the first 2 hours.
I'm sure. Anyway, so down. We'll hold off on your vision for just a moment. So everyone else, you can notice that people are staring, but around you. However, they're not staring like oh, what the fuck? Kind of. They're more staring in like the kind of like background noises of like a sitcom, and that's
They
what they're
start
actually doing. Yes, it's like the Seinfeld music starts coming on. Thing. It's like ooh, woo, yay, woo, woo, clapping. No, but they you do appear to be have a bit of an audience and that are like more like being like heartfelt than anything. They're you hit them in the feels with that. They don't necessarily know what you did, but they do in fact like hear or they did in fact hear or they saw little Timmy just kind of like hugging you, and it kind of just pulled at their heartstrings a bit, and they're like, "Oh." There's anywhere from like 5 to like 15 people, maybe like we'll say like about 12 people around you guys, just looking at Sky and little Timmy sharing a moment. All right, so down. You're gonna get something special. You're gonna get a little special nugget. You get a nugget.
I only accept gold nuggets.
No, I'm just kidding. So down, you see when you are trying to look around at the crowd, I don't know, maybe you turned your head a little too fast. Maybe you didn't drink enough water this morning, but all of a sudden you feel a little woozy, and you got a little lightheaded. Your knees actually buckled, and you didn't fall over. You didn't fall over, but your knees did buckle, and like you had to like take a step to kind of like firmly plant your paws and like your talons to where you wouldn't fall over. But in that short little like brief second, you had a vision of something. You had a vision of an airship, and it is a very, very recognizable airship because it kind of attacked you, back in session 1. So you are standing in like this somewhat open field of grass. The grass seems to be like lime green, like a autumn time where it's like changing colors, like lime green, like pale yellow kind of.
Yeah.
Trees around you are also that color. They're kind of like slightly orange, dark green, yellows, like those colors, like autumn colors. You're standing in a bit of a clearing like that, looking up at this airship that is slowly descending, slowly starting to what's it called, like what do you call it, dock, but not dock. You're just kind of like lowering.
I think descending store.
Land.
Land.
There we go. Jesus. I couldn't find land. Land. Anyway, so you're looking up
Land
at
up.
this airship that is trying to land. It is slowly descending until it finally hits ground, and the plank is lowered to where people start walking down. A few crewmates starts coming out. Familiar races that you saw back in the first session. See a couple half orcs, some dragonborn, ones that I didn't get confused on their initiatives.
And that one guy who got away.
That one guy, actually, yes, you do in fact see that one guy that got away. You can tell because of his trademarked leather jacket, because I'm saying it now that he's the only pirate with a leather jacket on.
It's that one guy.
It's that one guy.
It's the one guy.
So after the multiple crewmates come down and kind of spread out in a semicircle in front of you, half of them go to the left, half of them go to the right. The last person that walks off of the ship looks. The last person that walks out of the ship onto the grass is none other than Long Johnny Silver himself. And as he looks at you, he begins to speak. And as his lips start moving, your vision starts to fade and blur and go back to your reality. Hashtag your reality. Hashtag Doki Doki Literature Club. But as your vision is fading, you can hear the garbled noises of what he is speaking. He's like, "All right, now it's time for you to hold up your end of the deal." And your vision becomes black as you are right back where you were standing. You haven't fallen over. It was just a split second, but you got a vision of that. By the way, I am surprised that you are the one that's learning all this. Because, Jesus, you're getting that 20s on perceptions, and it's wow.
Is
The person with the +2 to their perception.
I'm just going to say, Arya did almost try to catch down, but stopped as she saw that she stopped herself.
Does anyone else notice her stumbling?
So actually, Arya, you give me another perception to even see this, because more than likely everyone was just paying attention.
I mean, she was right next to her.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, maybe, but maybe you would have been paying attention to Sky and little Timmy, is what I'm saying. It's the attention wasn't necessarily right on what you were looking at.
I mean, in character, what would I have rather paid attention to?
Your teammate, Sky.
I don't give a care about little Timmy.
All right, fine, whatever. Fuck you. Get rid of all your inspiration.
I don't have any. I've never had any.
All right, so get negative inspiration.
Use that when you want. Use that when you want disadvantage on a roll.
No, you'll have negative disadvantage, which is positive advantage because double negatives. So you will have that on one roll, but you'll have that on a random roll that I decide on.
Oh no! It's this
So
one.
No, I'm joking.
Negative disadvantage can only be used to cancel out disadvantage.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, whatever. You don't want to roll it, so fine, whatever. I was trying to fucking have a moment, but fuck you, all right? Jesus, I mean, fuck me. I'm just the DM, all right? Just fucking lube it up and put it in.
A moment.
All right.
What is
so,
this role play
moving on.
stuff you're talking about?
Down after you have your little.
I already rolled the perception anyways.
Moment. No. Yeah. Well, just fuck the DM. I'll get what you
No,
mean.
I rolled it before you went over this. You can look at the mod yourself.
Yeah, it's
No,
there.
I don't see nothing. You made your decision. All right. We'll go with what you want.
You
Okay, we
did
can check
point
the
out
bod.
that it's a very
So-
chaotic campaign.
So hold on. So, fuck me, I guess. Anyway. So,
You're stuck in a
moving
chaos
on.
zone.
Moving on. Shut the hell up. Moving on. Down, after you have your little moment, and after Aria reaches out to tell him to see you okay, after you have your little moment, you regain your senses, obviously. It was just for a split second, you felt very lightheaded and woozy, and you had a vision. But other than that, it appears that no one else other than the warrior, seem to have noticed this.
Oh wait, everybody looks it down. What happened?
Everyone roll a perception.
The entire crowd. Oh no, are you all right?
Oh no, are you alright, little miss?
I mean, I imagine Down isn't trying to keep it very secret. If
Well, no,
that's
I wasn't
any
saying
indication
that-
of anything.
No, I wasn't saying that you were trying to keep it secret. I was just saying that that's all that happened is like you just kind of took a step and maybe like reached a town to your head in wooziness, but that was it.
Yeah,
That was literally
it's-
it. It's not like you were like fainted on the ground, dust picked up, and you were like, "Ah, the agony," kind of thing. It's just like that's literally all that happened. It's just like you took one step because you were a little woozy to try and keep yourself balanced, and that was it.
She's still a little under the weather from that
She's
drinking
under the
contest.
weather.
Under the weather.
weather.
That's
From
your
the
new sky
drinking
accent.
contest.
All right. So moving on. So after Down, you have your little moment. Little Timmy stops hugging Sky and just kind of like is like, "Thank you, Mom," and everybody just redoubles their "aww" because little Timmy's accent makes it sound like he's saying "Mom." So you just hear an even bigger "aww," especially coming from the females in the crowd that are looking at you, like "oh," kind of thing.
Pay no mind
And it's kind
to
of
variance.
it's kind of appropriate because yesterday. Wait, no, not yesterday. 2 days ago. Jesus, what day was Mother's Day? I've already forgotten.
Yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yesterday, Mother's Day. There we go. Boom. I
Happy
forgot
Mother's
because I
Day,
slept through
mothers.
most of it.
Hey,
But
happy belated Mother's Day to all the
I
mothers
did-
who watch this.
I did
By
have
a month
Mother's-
from now.
However, I did have Mother's Day dinner with my mom, so I slept through most of Mother's Day, but I at least had food with the mom.
That's important.
That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. All right.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, to all happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that watch this, all 0 of you. But then again, maybe in the future this might become like a cult classic.
Yeah,
You never know. There's tons of mothers could be watching this.
I'll invite my mom to come watch.
Oh no.
No, we'll invite.
No.
Hold on. Next Mother's Day, we'll invite all of our moms to play
Oh.
all of our characters.
Oh.
No prior knowledge of the characters, just your characters.
Oh
Just hand them
no.
a sheet.
Oh no.
Here you go, have fun. Don't disappoint me.
I will
Don't do
only tell
anything
my
I
mom
wouldn't
that
do, which to your knowledge is nothing.
I will only tell my mom what accent she needs to do.
And she probably might not be good at it. Maybe. But yeah, so moving on. After that little moment, after everyone in the crowd was "aww," your little Timmy just kind of goes onto like your back after asking for permission. Obviously,
That's fine.
yeah. He hops up onto your back and is like, he questions the shovel and is like, "Mom, what are you doing with the shovel?"
You never. When you're on the road, you never know what situation you're gonna need a shovel for.
You never know when you're gonna need to dig a hole.
Mom, you should have bought a towel. Don't you know you get the most usage out of a towel? It's got like literally multiple
Oh, a
hundreds of uses.
towel. I thought it was a trowel.
Oh, I thought you said.
Oh.
That explains everything.
Yeah.
Go
Anyway,
back in there.
Yep, time to go back.
Well, then you
Yeah, now
gotta
you
get
guys-
owl trowel.
you guys,
Are you tired of owls blocking your driveway?
Are you tired of owl jogging your driveway? Now I got something for you. Hi, I'm Billy Mays for OxyClean Owl Disinfectant.
Oh.
Okay.
So moving on, little Timmy is just like jumping on your back, and he's like, "Well, what are?" He kind of looks at the group and is like, "What are we waiting for? We have to get ready to get those wolves."
Were there any other preparations we needed?
I had one more stop to make. I don't know about the rest of you.
I just followed the crowd.
Down is gonna kind of blink and settle herself for listening in. And she's gonna kind of look at well, I guess the whole group in general, and ask, does anyone know if there's a bounty board here anywhere?
I haven't seen one, but I wasn't looking.
Yes, and it's covered in pictures of wolves.
That seems to be the main bounty right now.
The top bounty says Moon.
They did say that they tagged some specific wolves.
Damn it, Moon!
The biggest bounty is obviously Sailor Moon because she makes all the wolves howl.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Wolf wearing a sailor outfit.
Keep an eye out for that one.
Down responds with,
Sailor
right. Sorry, had something on my mind.
All right.
No worries. Oh, and also Sky cautions little Timmy to just generally keep a close eye on his coin purse and be sure not to lose it.
He gives you a small salute, and he goes, "Aye, Mom!" And after you say that, he puts that in his hat as well.
Want to make sure you're responsible.
Oh, don't worry, Mom. I'm as responsible as I am fireproof.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, I guess the implication here is he survived one hell of a fire.
He did.
Well, I mean, his
It
whole
did
city was
stop,
on
drop, and
fire.
roll.
Let's not put that to the test.
Little did you know that little Timmy has invulnerability to fire damage.
Who
Is
wants
that
to
what-
cast Prestidigitation?
I cast Scorching Ray on little Timmy.
Why would you do
Burning
that?
Talents.
Little Timmy is on fire. However, he doesn't seem unfazed by it. But, his clothes and stuff are still on fire, so he still has to stop, drop, and roll to get those off fire.
Is that what my
I
is that
know.
what my vial of dragon blood was for? Making a potion of fire immunity?
Potion of little Timmy power.
I drank that potion that was in your bag. I hope you didn't need that.
Which one? Hope it wasn't the
Oh, this is
entangle.
the one that tasted like dragon's blood, but I don't know, it just looked like blood to me, so I just kind of drank it.
Because that's normal.
It wasn't
Can I talk dragon now?
It looked like fruit juice, so I drank it. It didn't taste like fruit juice, though.
just like my mom used to make.
Just like Mom used to make. She used to make the best fruit juice. She'd always go and get the freshest of oranges.
Blood oranges.
Blood oranges.
You can call it fruit juice, though.
I don't know. I just kind of like the taste of blood. It feels like.
Oh no!
Oh no! He's transporting!
I want to suck your blood. Blah blah blah.
Roll
He
initiative.
spits up,
Little
he spits
Timmy
up the
was
fake teeth.
Little Timmy was secretly a dampier.
Oh no!
Oh my.
Oh no, let's get Vamp out of here and keep going.
Just kidding. All right, so you guys, Sky just said that she had one more stop before, and Micaiah just responded with, "Let's fly to the castle."
Oh,
So
how exciting!
She suggested
Yeah.
that we should. Micaiah translated. It's like what's called. It's like in Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot. It's that. It's just the one phrase, but how it's said is like a million words. I think I said this before, but anyway, the translation I'll translate for you is Micaiah suggested that they go do whatever it is that Sky needed to do, and then they head on. You guys head on out to the wolves.
So in the interest of saving time, should I just say what I'm buying?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna get the block and tackle, which is 1 gold,
All right.
and he's gonna get 2 morning stars and 2 flails,
All right. They do
And-
have those.
and hand wave the hoof wave the time to make modifications to make them fit her apparatus.
All right. All right.
Ours gonna roll the guns the entire time.
Actually, Arya, while you guys are all in the Black
It's
shop, you notice something particular about the guns. They don't have such a high price as the ones.
oh,
Really?
Yes.
Too bad Arya doesn't have any money.
Too bad you broke.
But what's the price?
All right, so
Curious.
back in Bryn, you saw that the guns were what's it called 250, and if you remember, I told you that it was 200 for the gun, and they gave you 50 bullets, which is added on 50. So these guns have the same prices. It's like the price, and then like it's got like parentheses, the 50 gold for or whatever gold for these extra bullets. They're the bullets. So these guns, the difference is that those guns in Bryn looked like kind of like, imagine it's like a Desert Eagle or something, just like something very modern, very effective. It looks like it could kill. These, however,
look like shit.
These look like they won't blow your wrist off.
They won't kill anything.
No. Shh, quiet. No, they don't look as new as those. They look more like basic. These are essentially revolvers, but for the sake of a broad sense, they're pistols because just pistols. They're just different. The only difference I'll give for like a modern rifle versus an old rifle is like price and essentially design. It's so like these are all pistols, but there's like revolvers and there's like Desert Eagle. Doesn't matter. All it'll change is like design, cost, and like capacity, maybe. But for now, just keep it the same. So these look more like basic, like the most basic of pistols. They're like revolvers. They've got multiple chambers. So the price for these is actually, depending on what you want to get, is anywhere from 100 to 160 gold.
So
you would definitely be more interested in a revolver.
If you have the money for it.
And Down would help her out with that.
If she asked in character, maybe.
Well, I was going to say, Down was actually going to, at this little split here, if you wouldn't mind, she was just going to stop in the alchemy shop real quick.
I actually have that.
Yeah, I do too. Best
Have a what?
Oh no.
Chat.
What?
The Jet. The Maverick.
Oh, god damn it! That's the picture I posted. That's the picture I posted for the fucking guns. Nah.
I mean, it's a good one.
Down was actually going to stop in the alchemy shop and see if they had any bone of wishing or anything else.
Oh yeah, sure. They have plenty of those.
She'd
Lots
like
of
to pick
bolos.
one up, just in case, and refill her component pouch,
All right.
which is just roleplay.
All right. So you buy one, and they refill your component pouch. I'll just say it's like an extra gold, but that's it. That's all it'll cost you. So
Negligible.
yeah, almost negligible. So Arya, at this point, you're looking at the guns, and you can see that they're in like small display, kind of like a shelf that has like two hooks that are like making the guns like stand up. Like one holding its like the small barrel, one holding like somewhere, like it's like holding the trigger, like a little thing holding it there.
Mm-hmm.
There are not very many. There's like, now that you're in here, you can see that there's actually only 6 out on display, and they're arranged very handily because they're going in rising in price. So they go, the cheapest one would be 100, and the most expensive is 160. And that one actually has like a little extra like tag on it that's like, how like grocery stores have like the coupons things that they kind of add on, that's like a speech bubble, but it's all spiky to like emphasize how good of a deal it is.
Yep.
Essentially, the most expensive one at 160 says that it has a bonus item along with the guns and the bullets that it gives you. It says that it says that it's an extra 5 bullets that are made with elemental damage of your choosing.
Be right
They
back.
can,
I've got a phone call.
all right, fair enough. But yeah, that is what the most expensive one says. All the other ones are just, their basic price, and that's what they are: the gun and the bullets.
Okay, I have an idea.
Never mind. I took too long saying that I had a phone call and it went to voicemail.
Well, I have an idea, and Arya is okay. So Alchemy Shop is.
It's just across the street.
Okay, she's going to wait for Dan to finish and motion her to convene with the others.
Seeing Arya, I guess she follows.
Oh, as afterthought, Sky's also going to buy some javelins.
All right.
She's
Those
stocking
are
up
fun.
on everything.
All right. One of the dwarves that was working in the blacksmith helps you out and with all your purchases and helps you, rings you out and all that. So down, Arya called you over, and Arya, what were you planning on doing?
She's not just calling Down over; she's calling the others over as well.
Oh.
She was waiting for Down
sorry.
because Down was the only one away.
She's rallying.
Okay.
Rally
So-
the group.
All right, so Sky, after you did your purchase, kind of like Arya just kind of like calls everyone to like, I guess, come together.
So, I'm in a bit of a problem, and I have a proposal.
I'm the head of the Yakuza.
I actually have my hands folded in such a manner right now.
Are your
Uh,
fingers sealed?
Are you a Nigerian prince?
I knew it. I knew you were Yakuza, just like Papa Di Mepiki. I watched that show. It's good shit.
Timmy, language.
Arya takes out her coin purse and opens it and shows it to the others.
This is currently how much I have.
Oh,
And then
that's
she
unfortunate.
points. Sorry.
I just said that's unfortunate.
And then she points
supplies.
to the gun that she wanted.
And that
Some.
is
Sorry.
what I want to get. We are currently on a job that will pay us what is supposedly going to cover this. However, we won't be here to buy this when we get the pay.
I'm following. I think everyone else is.
If any of you help me get this, I will pay back with interest from the reward money.
Just real quick, which one were you thinking of getting? The cheapest or the one of the ones in between?
It's going to depend on how much she can get.
All right.
As I said, she's going for a revolver. If she can get the most expensive one, she will go for that one.
All right.
If not, then that's perfectly fine. She'll go for a lower one.
All right. So Arya's asking stuff. So how does everyone respond?
Oh, Sky just spent a bunch of gold herself, but she still has some she can spare. So she rummages around in her coin purse and pulls out 10.
So how exactly was in your coin purse, Arya?
A moth flies out of it.
Yes, pretty much a moth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
As a matter of
say.
fact, when she opened it, a moth flew out.
I was gonna say that, but like I didn't want to interrupt, but then I did, but then I didn't, so I didn't.
No, don't worry, I got you covered.
Yeah, moth flies out, and it's like I'm free. And then it gets
Actually,
eaten by a bird.
Actually, you said you have 10 and you're
Reboot.
getting which How much do you need total?
Yes. How much do you need from each?
At the most basic, to just buy the gun is 100, but she's asking just as much
It's
as you guys
100
can
to
get.
160. Basically,
Okay,
the best she can get.
So 100 minutes.
At best. But she'll go for the lowest.
Sky offers 20. Which is about half of what she has on her.
I'm thinking of something, but I'll wait to see if Glenn does anything first.
She also
And
grabs a slip of paper out of her belongings and scrawls a small note and sticks it back in her stuff.
Glenn asks, how much do you need exactly for that? And how do you plan to pay it back?
She already said that. It's
Yeah, she
from
already
the
said
basic.
how she's going to pay it back. It's
Well-
through the current job that they're on.
Well, yeah, the current job is going to pay her 30 gold.
If I remember correctly, it was 30 per wolf.
No, I made that
No,
mistake last
30
time.
each of you. Each of you gets 30 gold. It's not 30 per wolf. If it were, you'd be fucking loaded. I'm just saying.
I'm sure there are other ways.
Excuse me. I think you said the wrong. I think there are unbuttoned shirt other ways.
Well then. Well.
I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway,
But yeah, I don't believe that will cover the finances. So,
so how does Down respond then? Now that Glenn said that,
Okay, we have a problem here. This entire plan just fell through the roof.
yeah.
It was predicated on
Just
30
because of that misunderstanding.
So we could probably drop the plan and never speak of it again.
Or because this campaign is so full of chaos, we could always retcon it that it's 30 gold per wolf.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
no, you can't.
Oh.
Because it's
then.
All right. So Glenn said no. Sky offered 20. Down. How do you respond?
Well, Glenn is willing to
Said
offer some,
no.
but not enough to cover the gun.
Who's to say you're not gonna go on more?
Dennis is going to speak up. I saw how you looked at them earlier. I'll cover the rest of whatever you need.
What? What?
The minimum is 70.
Yep. She has that much.
Wait, I won't. I'll have to pay you back after this, right? I have to. This will take longer to pay you back. Why?
I saw how you looked at it earlier, and besides, you're gonna want to be top of your game hunting these wolves, aren't you?
And besides, we'll be pistol buddies. And then she friggin' brings out her. We'll be besties.
Just
Flying back to back, shooting everything.
Little Timmy just has one of the deagles from Bryn.
Little did you know, little Timmy is actually has a gun. He has a minigun, but he chooses to throw newspapers.
Little
He
Timmy's
swiped it
gun
while we
master.
were fleeing the city.
The minigun shoots newspapers.
It's a shirt
Perfect.
cannon actually, but it's for newspapers. It's a newspaper cannon. That's his ranged weapon. Instead of throwing them.
Gatling newspaper cannon.
Arya takes out her calligraphy kit and starts to write on it what was given. And-
so that'd be
And she puts it away in her own inventory.
yeah. So that'd be 20 from Sky and 70 from Down, and your 10. But you don't have to pay yourself back unless you want.
You should.
Because you're worth it.
Because you're worth it. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
The two of you.
Don't mention it.
Wait, hold on. I wonder if I can spend Micaiah's money.
I was gonna say it's a shame Micaiah's not here, but
Yeah. I could have.
that might be a little untoward.
She's
Yeah,
generally
I
the.
mean, I don't know if I want to spend money that's not mine for someone. I mean,
Little
I'm
Timmy pulls 30 gold out of his pocket.
Little Timmy.
Wait, I thought you said that was more gold than you've ever had.
No, he didn't say gold. He said money. So he doesn't even have gold. He's never had gold.
It's more coins than he has ever had, but he has 9 platinum coins.
Yeah, his
In
maximum
number.
went from 9 to 10. Yeah. But yeah, so I assume that the two of you handed over money for Arya, and then Arya, you went to go get it.
I considered it.
Yeah.
I can't talk. My consonants. She considers it an investment, but with a Scottish accent.
I consider it an investment. A Scottish accent.
That's not a Scottish accent.
I know it's not. Just roll with it.
Arya nods as she takes the money from Sky.
And goes over the down, and then she just lays a gold brick on it. That's 70 gold, right?
Takes out the scales, weighs every single one of them.
But yeah, Down pulls out her gold, and she kind of nods with Sky. Yeah, the playing the long con.
Don't.
Catch us every Saturday at www.tabletop.org.
Get rid of all of your inspiration. Now.
I know what you're talking about, Down. Sky has petite horns.
Shut up, Down. All right.
Anyway.
So you get all your money. Woo. Woo woo.
She goes to the dwarf and points to the gun.
I would like that.
All right.
Please.
And then she points the gun at him.
She got at him. And I would like my gold, please.
I'm paying you back now, guys.
This is a stick up. Put your hands in the air.
Yeah,
And everyone
wait.
puts their hands in the air. Now wave them like you just don't care. Oh. All right. Now open the door. And they will open the door. Get on the floor.
Everybody walked the dinosaur.
Everybody do the dinosaur. T-Rex
On the floor. So that'll be 100 gold for me to not shoot you. Okay, and since basically 0 time has passed, the interest is nothing.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he goes over to the rack, gets the gun, gives it to you, and he gives you 20 bullets.
Oh, there's a
And
rat.
that's
She
the
really
purpose.
wants that money back.
All right, so you have a gun. It's the normal rules that I have in the sheet, and there'll be 20 bullets for you. Now, normally with arrows and shit, I don't care, but these are bullets, and I kind of do care. So just keep track of that.
Bang, bang.
I keep track of my arrows. Do I not have to keep track of my arrows?
Yeah, yes, you do. You do.
You have a longbow of infinite arrows.
Nice.
No, you're not getting that until level 8.
Aww.
Anyway. All right, so
But we're stopping
Make-
at 7. Joke's on you.
exactly. Anyway, moving on. So, Arya, you make your purchase. The dwarf hands you your gun, your bullets. He even gives you like a pouch thing where you can stow your bullets if you so want it. TikTok.
Sorry, I was writing stuff down.
Yeah, I kind of thought you were. No, don't talk.
Thank you.
I sure. Because everyone's Scottish. And I only know how to do the one voice. All
From
right.
the east coast to the west.
From the east coast to the west coast, everyone is Scottish. All right. So you come out of the blacksmith after making your purchase, and everyone's just standing there, standing around. I guess I'll just wait for you to come back. So now, I guess you guys are good. Maybe. You guys' call.
I have done everything I need to do here.
That's all Arya wanted from life.
Good. Now she has nothing left to buy in the campaign, so she can
Yeah,
start looking to
that's
pay.
it. She's not getting any magic items. She's not
Well-
taking any feats. She just wants gold.
Not till I think it's level 11. I forgot which one it was.
Where she gets the power of flight.
Yeah, she gets her third Kensei weapon. And then that's when I get to bug you again.
All right. So little Timmy kind of just like excitedly jumps up. Yay! Friendship, teamwork, yay! So where are we gonna go get those wolves now? You finish those errands? Did you finish those errands? Squidward, did you finish those errands?
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
That's SpongeBob.
I think we're ready to get them wolves.
All right. So you guys make your way out of town.
Make 'em away out of town.
Making my way out of town, walking fast, hunting some wolves. Little Timmy on my back. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Awoo!
Awoo. So you guys make it to the entry point of the denser forest. Awoo forest. Where you make your way in. It is roughly maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is still high in the sky. Still a bunch of sunlight. And you guys begin your trek into the forest. Where, for now, because I don't have a map for it, you guys theater the imagination. So, walking through the dense forest, it is very apparent that it is hot outside if it wasn't before. Like, for some reason, the shade is being counterintuitive and it's not making it cooler. It's actually making it warmer in the forest, and you don't know why. It's the strangest thing to you. To all of you, actually. And as you're making your way through the forest, you do in fact see a bit of the wildlife. You see some wild deer, some wild squirrels, wild pigs, just a couple of different animals. Micaiah especially is kind of weirded out at the deer and just kind of like, it's like world changing of like, it's a deer, but can't talk, and it's just a beast.
It's one of those deer.
It's one of those deer, and Mikai is just like, let's fly to the castle. And as she, awkwardly keeps walking, you can tell that she's a little weirded out by it. Not a lot though. She just kind of like tries to keep it off her mind and keep going. After a while of walking, you do in fact get to small openings that seem to have been man-made. Trees appear to be to have been cut down, and the stumps are still are around. However, you can tell that it's been a while since they were used because the what's called nature has apparently grown back on the trees, so they're not exactly like freshly cut. They do have like some vegetation on them, like grass and like some bugs, some anthills maybe on the sides of them. where you can, there's, let's see. Sky, you still have that shovel, right,
Of course.
on your back? You didn't put it away anywhere?
She's the pack cow.
Okay. You're the shovel cow. Shovel. You're the shovel cavalry.
But
Lose your inspiration, Zero.
Oh, I lost it long ago. Don't worry about it. So, actually, Sky, you make me a perception and a nature check. You only Sky, just Sky, just Sky.
Just Sky.
Just guy.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, then there's that one.
Well, finally
Alright.
someone else rolls a nat 20 perception.
You said
Oh.
perception and nature?
They're not getting a hallucination though.
Oh.
You said the other one was nature?
Yes, nature check. All right. So while walking along through this small man-made clearing, you in fact see something in the ground, not too far away along the path that this small clearing is going in. You can tell that it's it's loose ground, almost like it was, moved and like dug up recently. Not too recently, but still somewhat recently.
At some point.
Yeah, somewhat recently. It appears to just be like a small mound in the flat earth. Flat earth. Stupid. It's a donut. Donut earth theory.
Obviously.
I thought it was the dodecahedron.
No, anyway. No, I'm kidding. So you see like a small bump in the dirt. And you can tell that it was like relatively it was moved relatively it was just a while ago that it was moved, and that it's still pretty loose earth, and that is something that you find along the road. Would you like to inspect it, or let your party know about it, or what would you do with some information? How would you react?
Well, first, I just want to say, as soon as it started getting warmer, she was thinking to herself, she's definitely getting ice cream when they get back. She hates the heat.
Yep.
Yeah, she pauses and is just kind of looking at it curiously. And I don't know if anybody else notices, but
Just Sky.
Just Sky. She
Well,
actually.
if anybody notices Sky stopping to look at something.
She's probably just grazing.
It's that mad cow disease.
It's that
That's
cow
what-
thing.
That's what ungulates do.
They're in those
That's
years.
what they
of
do,
their
right?
lives.
That's not
No,
racist.
Micaiah, why don't you stop with them?
Let's fly to the castle.
No, you need to stop and graze every once in a while.
She doesn't necessarily say anything. She's just gonna.
Like, look at it.
She's
So
gonna
with your
grab her.
nat 20, actually, with your nat 20, you actually do see a tiny glint of like shiny metal. I'll give you that with your nat 20.
Okay, well, if she actually for sure sees something like that,
For sure. You see something in there. It was almost completely covered up, but there was just like the way the light was coming in through the trees, like the angle at which it was coming in, you do, and only you, in fact, see just like a little tiny shimmer of light whenever you had your head in a certain position. No one else saw this.
okay. Yeah, she pauses and says, one moment, I just saw something I'm gonna investigate. And she grabs her shovel and starts carefully excavating.
It's a landmine.
That's why she's being careful.
All right.
And Timmy's fireproof, so she lets him stay up there.
All right. So you dig this thing out, and after about a minute or so of digging, you begin to see that it is in fact a small chest, and you pick it up and pull it out of the ground. It appears to be a small black chest with kind of like silver lining around all the edges. It has a lock on it. It appears to be a small safe. Do you rattle it around or inspect it in some way?
Yeah, she looks around on the outside to see if there's any sort of like identification of like who it might belong to, or
All
like
right.
a warning saying "Do not open."
Do you know Dwarven?
She's thought about learning it, but she doesn't actually know it.
Okay, so as far as you can tell, you can read some, or not read. You can tell that it is some strange language with like rough lettering, like an alphabet of some kind, because you see the same characters being written out and spaced apart. You can tell that it does say something, but you can't understand it.
All right, she
And it's got
asks the group at large if anybody can read it.
Huh? Wait, let me take a look. Oh, yes. Let me see this.
Sky holds it out for her to look at.
All right. So, Arya, when you look at this box, you can see the what's called the inscription written along the side of it. It appears to just say that name. It's dwarf name. I only know one dwarf name, so
Bronze bottom.
I mean, you should know at least 14.
We're gonna go
if you
with
watch movies at all.
We're gonna go with the official name, Rungold, because not Gold Rune, because that's the Lost Mines of Fandelver copyright. So it's Rungold, Rungold Levnar, and it just says the name, and it says please bring back to so and so if found.
Bring
If
back
you
to
dug
you
up my
found.
buried treasure, please bring it back.
You broke up. Please bring back to who it found.
It just says please bring it back to so and so if found.
Oh.
You want to know where it is? Do you want to know where it is?
Please bring me back to.
Okay, so it's a little scratched up. The actual box doesn't look in the best condition, but it's still, a safe, so it's very hard to get into. And it appears that, looking at this a little more, that it has a couple of dents and scratches, like nail marks on it. It does appear that, maybe some kind of creature or some people tried to open this thing, to no avail. So the actual where it says you're supposed to take it is a little scratched out. However, you think you can make out the name of the town you just came from, Bella. It might be Bella, it might not be, but could be.
This could say Bella on it. But it might not. This is so worn. But it also has the owner's name and if found, take to Bella or whatever the heck. It I don't know what it says to take it to, but that's the closest I can come up with.
Clearly, you should just bury it again.
We'll take it with us and worry about returning it later, since we're heading back there after we're done.
Yeah, and the only dwarves
what?
The only dwarves you saw were in the blacksmith, the guys who were helping you out with your purchases. Sky, you with your javelins. Arya, you with your gun. At least that's where you saw the majority of the dwarves.
About how big did you say this thing is?
It's like, those like Amazon boxes. It's roughly about that size. It's like I'd say maybe 3 inches thick, and it's about 6 inches wide.
Okay, so not overly big.
Not too big.
It's a parcel-sized safe.
Yeah, it's kind of small for a safe, but it's still a safe. There's got to be something in it.
All right. Well, she's gonna kind of tilt the chest, the bigger chest that she's carrying, off of her back and onto the ground, pick the lock open, dump this inside, and then relock the padlock.
Seems to be locked with a golden padlock.
And yes, she opened her own chest by picking it open.
She has no key.
She
No.
literally has no key.
That's smart.
Down takes note of this.
All right.
But I'm not going to roll for it just because she's done it so many times.
Don't worry.
On this
It's your
particular
chest. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. All right. So just before you guys get to this next part, I have a question for everyone.
I have
So-
no question.
So this combat is probably gonna take a while, and I don't know if you guys either want to, go a little more to try and finish it out, or if you guys, want to cut it here before you get to it, and we get to that part next week. So I guess vote by vote. If you guys can go for a little longer, would you rather try and, go finish the fight, or would you rather hold it off until next week?
I'm probably okay either way. But if we do extend it, I might need to take like a little break beforehand, like maybe 5
Don't worry.
minutes.
Yeah, okay. Maybe a pee break in somewhere in between. But
Yeah, I'll bet.
what is everybody else?
I'll try not to fall asleep.
About the same as delusional. I can go extra, but I'll want a short break just to grab something to stuff in my mouth.
Extra?
All
No,
right.
no problem.
All right. Well, do you guys want to just take the break now? Because kind of.
Instead of stopping in the middle of the fight.
Yeah. So so quick 5-minute break. Get a sandwich, get some to drink, pee break, whatever you need. We'll be
All
right
right.
back. Stay tuned,
Cut in
folks,
3, 2,
for the exciting
1.
conclusion of Welcome to Errf. All right. So we're all back. Are we all ready?
Yep.
Mark the timestamp.
Mark the timestamp.
Okay. Mark the timestamp so you know where to cut, and if we're not cutting anything out anymore,
That
It's
would be one
important.
heck of a video if I didn't cut that out.
Especially what I said.
it's important now that this is being recorded that I say I keep trying to look up Griffin facts and things, and I keep finding dogs. And that's not what I want to find.
It's because you're spelling it wrong.
Put the break in the blooper reel.
I'll use
No, this doesn't belong in a blooper reel.
Use the NSFW blooper reel then.
Oh, that
It
one.
doesn't belong in a blooper reel.
All right. Well,
Not enough good
so,
stuff.
all right. So, starting back up, you guys kept on going deeper and deeper into the forest. And after Sky found that little box, you guys continued to make your way towards where Cullen told you that the wolves were at. You walked on for about another 30 minutes before you made it to what appeared to be a cliff of some sort. Bit of a what's it called? Like a crossing, where you would have to go from this side to the other side, and the only way that would happen is through a bridge that just so happened to be there.
We need to build a bridge out of vines.
No. What's it called?
Let's use the
But
little
it's
Timmy's
stitched.
papers.
No, the bridge itself seems to have been built, relatively, kind of a while ago. And it doesn't seem the safest, but it does at least seem to be usable right now. The reason why you have to cross is because you're crossing a waterfall and a steep cliff. There's the threat of dying by falling, obviously. At least for
Sky.
the non-flyers. So, little Timmy, Sky, Micaiah, those guys. So, gonna change the page to that now. So,
Oh.
ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, that's a threat.
Okay.
All right. So, once
Little Timmy, close your eyes.
I roll perception to check for dead bodies.
Perfectly
nat
safe
one,
bridge.
there-
Do I
dead
find
bodies.
ah?
no,
Looks clear to me.
no. So the thing with this bridge is, while it is the only way to cross, and you are crossing a waterfall and a giant, fall of the non-water type, it's a normal type, a normal fall.
Normal type.
Yeah, normal fall.
Normal type Pokemon.
Not
So-
flying type.
Yeah, so normal fall. So while the bridge is your only way over,
Psycho Ball.
it is upon actually looking at the bridge, it is lined with dead bodies and trails of blood. They appear to be not that old. These are, if you even from right here where you're at, a little distance away, these bodies appear to have been freshly killed not that long ago. Like the blood is not dried blood; it is still a little like wet, like trickly, runny. These bodies weren't killed that long ago.
Do these bodies look like?
The same person, yes.
No, do they look like they're
Oh my word.
like
The
geared
triplets.
for fighting, or do they look like they were just poor, helpless merchants?
They're not triplets, Arya. They're quadruplets.
Oh my word, they're quadruplets.
This changes everything.
This changes everything. The Pixar theory will never be the same again.
All my preconceptions.
The way this is set up, it could sort of be lost.
Oh no, there's also a dangerous
Down.
platypus up here.
Do not make me give you more penalties. All right. So you asked if they look like they were actually geared up ready for a fight, or if they were just
Yeah,
helpless.
did it look
Yeah.
like they could have defended themselves?
Yes, they do in fact look like they could have defended themselves. They are equipped with some basic armor, like leather armor. These two over here had leather armor on them each. The one in the middle over here appears to have been wearing a chain shirt, or is there chain shirts in D&D? I forget.
I think so.
Fifth
Yeah.
edition.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, cool. Chain shirt, and this one all the way over here, the fourth Jonas brother, appears to have been wearing chainmail.
Wait, these are the Jonas Brothers?
The fourth Jonas brother.
Oh.
Nick,
Corpse.
Corpse, Dead
That's my
Body,
favorite one.
and the other one. Like I said, the fourth Jonas brother.
And number 4, the parents didn't bother to name them.
Yeah. So along this bridge, you can see that these humans, they are all humans, by the way, were defeated and killed rather bloodily. There was a lot of blood.
How high is this bridge over the water?
Oh, yes.
Of the water, I said it was a steep cliff, so let's say about 100 feet.
Oh, so it's up
100,
there.
120. It's very high up. Like imagine you're actually looking at a map from up down. Like this.
Water in image may be closer than it appears.
Yeah.
Or farther than it appears, I mean.
Yeah. So it's actually like very, very, very steep.
Who's ready for 10d10 fall damage?
Oh boy.
First 10 feet doesn't count, so 9d10.
Oh, 90-10 fall damage.
Yay! All right. So
Similar question to the first. Can we tell by looking if they were facing whatever killed them or if they were fleeing when they died?
from the blood and the trails, you can tell that
It looks like they were coming this way.
Actually, it doesn't look like from your side. It doesn't look like they were running from where. It doesn't look like they were running to where you came from. It appears that they were running away from the direction that you were coming from.
Okay, forget that. Forget what I said.
The blood spatters in like the behind them direction, like over here. So like they were attacked from where you guys are at right now. Is the thing. Like they were pushed back that way.
Okay,
Pushed back that way. So yeah,
okay.
that is how they look. If you want to inspect, like if you want to know how they died, you're actually gonna have to inspect them, get closer, and make an investigation. But other than that, are you guys gonna just like, try to walk over or something?
Oh,
Fly
Down
over
is,
one?
Down is going to take off.
Yep, so's Arya.
one last related question: are there weapons drawn?
Their weapons are near them, not necessarily near their hands, though.
Well,
Kind of like to their feet or like scattered like across the bridge somewhere. Not all of them are there though. These two don't have their weapons anywhere near them. This one has 2 daggers and a short sword near him, but at his feet, and 2 daggers are kind of like near the blood pool. And this last one over here, very far, has a lance, and just kind of like stuck between 2 boards of here.
A lance user on foot. That guy was a go-getter.
Well, he had chainmail, so he was kind of like hard to hurt, I guess. But yeah,
he was doing his own thing. Didn't let anyone tell him how to fight.
yeah. Remember,
I've heard of them.
He was
Strong
the fourth
independent
Jonas brother, man. You didn't know how. He fought.
Yeah. Well, time to loot some bodies.
Yeah. All right. So yeah.
No, go ahead.
All right. So I was just gonna say that you guys can, start making your way over, or however you guys want to get over this bridge. To, move as far as much as you want. So how would you guys, get over?
I would like to roll a medicine check on this first body.
And
All
Sky
right.
is also going to do the same thing.
All right. You find out that they are in fact dead.
They're dead, you
Let's
guys.
check and see how it died.
Yes.
I said investigation.
Investigation?
My medicine and investigation are the same modifier, so. Well then.
Okay, let's see how much I hate you.
I should specify Sky's trying to tell if they were killed by wolves.
All right.
Okay, I do hate you, so that's 2 less on my modifier.
Yes, I will attempt to discern cause of death. Do I attempt well?
All right. So, all right.
Finally, the person that should be doing this well is doing this well.
All right. So, Arya, you look over their wounds, but you can't necessarily find out what it is that killed them, because their wounds, don't worry, you can even with your 5, you can get this. It doesn't appear that they were attacked by, like creatures. They don't have like claw marks or bite marks or like wounds to their, or like blows to their armor. But that's as much as you know. They weren't, attacked by some kind of creature. Sky, with your 10, an even better roll, you can tell that their blood and the blood that is kind of splattered all around you came actually from their orifices. Like the trails of blood kind of like seem like they're leading back to their mouths and ears and eyes, and that is where you can tell that when you look closer, that is in fact where the blood splatters were coming from. And you can also tell that they might have also had blood coming out of other orifices. So Glenn, Glenn, with your check, can I also have you make me an Arcana check? So you do know what's it called? You do know that these people were not killed by any kind of creature or anything that doesn't appear to be any signs of a struggle or anything, but You also know that the blood came from their orifices, their nose, mouth, eyes, ears. A lot of blood came out of there. And a lot of blood pushed itself out of those orifices. With your Arcana check, however,
Keep in mind, I'm
when
eating.
you were inspecting these bodies, you also felt a faint trail of magic leading or going in the direction of Jonas Brother number 3 and Jonas Brother number 4. In that direction. You felt the magic also on these corpses. It feels, when you examine them closer, that these people were killed by magical means and not physical means of like being hit or clawed at or cut or stabbed or anything. They were
Would you
in
say-
fact killed by some kind of magical mean.
Would you
that
say
I don't
this?
know. Hmm?
Would you say this trail of magic is all going in one direction?
No, get out of here. Get out.
Sky, did you have inspiration?
Not anymore.
Yep.
Banned.
So, all right. So
You're the one that started with the Jonas Brothers.
Hey, all right. Let's see. All right, there you go. Go look at Discord. Anyway, so Glenn, you can tell that while you were inspecting them, it appears that these men were all killed through some kind of magical means that forced the blood out of their bodies, like very forcefully, because you looked at one of their mouths and found that a few of their teeth had been knocked out, and they were like laying close to their mouths on like a board bloodily. They're not lion teeth, so I don't know if you want them.
I was about to say, well, gotta add to my collection.
All right, so hold on. So let me finish. So you can see that they weren't busted out. Like when you look at the gums, they weren't, like how you did the first lion and busted them out
Wow.
via Arya. They were actually pushed out by the blood that was coming out of their mouths. They were literally, the blood had so much force behind it that it literally kind of like knocked some teeth out of his mouth. And that is what you get with your rolls, and that is what everybody else gets. So what do you do with this information after inspecting this body for maybe a few minutes and finding out all this?
Everyone, I think there's some kind of spellcraft at work here.
What?
Oh
What are
no,
you
Timmy!
saying? This
Timmy, no!
is clearly a beast.
Timmy!
If you forget Timmy, I'm going to put him in, over.
Yeah,
No!
Timmy, no!
Oh, Mom, don't forget about me!
Yeah, Sky, you're kind of dangling off the edge there. Here,
Well, this
Let-
map didn't exactly line up that well,
there we go.
but whatever. So,
He's on my back, so it's okay to have his token sitting out there.
yeah, I just, as long as he's, next to you somewhere, I just, count it as, he's on your back, because that's usually where he is. So yeah, you were saying, and Arya responded, I forget what you said. What did you say?
She says, what are you talking about? This is clearly a beast that did this.
There's no physical wounds on them.
What? What are you talking about?
Arya, as you go take a second look, you can in fact tell, this time, you don't need to roll, that there are no actual physical wounds, no cuts, no scrapes, no bumps, no nothing.
Yeah, perfectly smooth skin, smooth as a baby.
L'Oreal, because you're one. Ow, fuck.
Smooth as a baby griffin.
They're not very smooth.
That's the joke.
I don't know what kind of spell would have done this, though.
Can I take a look at it and make an Arcana?
It's a level 9 spell.
I mean, you can try to sense the magic, and that Glenn sensed, so sure.
See if our
All right.
actual arcane mage can sense any arcane magic.
I'm not the mage here, I'll say.
Well, you're the
Oh,
closest.
yeah, I'm definitely not the mage here.
Oh wait, no, Micaiah is also an arcane.
Yeah, aside from Micaiah, you're the closest thing to an arcane.
Oh,
I can't even
she's
sense
10
that, huh?
intelligence, and all of her magic comes from some dumb thing she did forever
Oh,
ago.
hey, there's my Windows update asking me to restart. I knew it was going to eventually.
And right before we got
Now
into
it's
combat, wow.
Remind me later.
Yes. All right.
Hold on.
So little Timmy on your back, Sky, is going to be like, Mom, I don't like what I'm seeing. He's kind of like trembling a little bit, like looking around at the bodies, and like he's just kind of like holding the back of your neck kind of like tightly, like tighter than normal. He's shivering behind you. He goes, ah!
She makes a comforting shoosh noise.
Shoosh,
The comforting version.
Whoosh.
quiet boy. Oh wow, that's so comforting. But yeah, down with that roll, you try and try to sense the magic that Glenn was talking about, but you can't exactly put your thumb on any kind of magic that this could be. Nothing that you have ever encountered before, nothing that you know of, nothing that you've even heard rumors of, like compares or sounds anything remotely like what this is. But I will at least give you that you can sense the trail. You can sense that it's going in the direction of, fourth Jonas Brother, but you can't exactly sense anything else.
That makes sense, I guess.
I checked their pockets for loose change.
All right.
Sky does not try to stop you.
Down doesn't care.
Arya doesn't know what's going on.
All right, Glenn, you find 5 silver pieces in both of their pockets. Or, I mean, like a combined 5 silver in their pockets of these two.
These guys are cheapskates.
They must not have been going over
They
well.
couldn't have died with more wealth on them.
Jesus, man.
You say with a party member that had to borrow 90 gold from us just now.
So don't die, Arya. You'll have a poor corpse.
Yes, we have a
Shut
vested
up.
interest in keeping you alive.
All right, so what do you guys do now with this information after I told you all about what she's found? You guys still have the mission to do. It's in this direction.
I guess we carry on.
Well, let's check out number 3.
All right.
That wasn't a pun.
All right, so Glenn, I assume you're looking at this guy's stuff now too.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Didn't roll. This guy appears to have had 2 gold on him.
Oh.
And this guy, hold on. Oh, right. I think the Jonas Brother number 4 had the lance. There are also 2 daggers and a short sword by his body. If anyone would like to grab those or do anything with them.
I mean, I'll take the daggers just to have on me if nobody else wants them.
All right. So those are actually bloody daggers, so label them as such.
Okay.
That's what prestidigitation is for. Clean those right up.
And the third short sword to use my mouth.
You're gonna be Zorro.
Calm down, Zoro.
All right.
Finesse and light.
All right. Is
Okay.
anyone gonna take the short sword? Glenn already took the 2 daggers. All that's left is the short sword, and this guy is wearing a chain shirt. I believe that's armor in 5e.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
If Arya is going for the short sword, down won't. Good.
I think it's
She
the other
does
way
want to-
around. Arya's taking anything that nobody else
Well, in that case, Dan will grab the short sword, just because.
is.
Cast
Alright.
prestidigitation on it, get rid of some of that blood, stuff it in her bag.
All right. So you
Unsoil
guys
it.
continue on the bridge, and then now you're at 4th Jonas Brother. What?
Down is going to check its pockets
All right.
because Glenn is behind.
All right. This guy appears to have had 3 gold on him.
She will take that.
In addition to that, there is a lance on the ground, and he also, down while you were checking his pockets, he also seems to have had a little wallet in his other pocket. What do you do with his wallet?
Is there any identification in it? She'll probably open it.
All right. So as you open it, there's nothing in there except for one bloody picture of a little human girl with this man.
Oh.
And that is all that you find on this body. This
Wow.
lifeless body.
Down is going to take the picture, kind of cast prestidigitation on it, and just lay it on top of him.
All right. So you guys continue on.
Also, she takes the wallet.
All right.
You're not gonna give the lance to Timmy for mounted combat?
Yes, do that.
Oh dear.
Ah, damn it. Hold on. No one go here yet. No, damn it. Okay.
Back, I say.
No, because I didn't put you guys to front, so I got Micaiah stuck behind the blood. All right.
Under the blood.
Also, did nobody take the chain shirt from number
No.
3?
No.
I mean, I'll take it. I got some capacity for it.
This guy isn't dexterous enough to. Hey, somebody moved Timmy. Give me
I
that
did.
back.
I was trying to put you to front.
Chains shirt in my
This guy isn't what?
But now he's beneath me.
Oh, sorry. I put him to front. Whoops.
Just chain shirt.
There you go.
This guy isn't dexterous enough to what now?
I was gonna say she's not dexterous enough to remove a chain shirt from somebody that's wearing it.
Oh.
It's also built for a humanoid, I'm just saying.
I didn't say I was going to use it.
Yeah, you could sell it. All right, so you guys make your way towards the squirrel. This is a dead squirrel. This is a very dead squirrel.
The beaver squirrel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It appears that this squirrel, if you're bothering to look at it, this squirrel appears to have met the same fate that the men did. It was just a harmless squirrel, but it still suffered the same fate. It appears to have had blood squirting out of its orifices.
I check its pockets.
Skin the squirrel.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Wait, guys. Hold on. Arya, what are you talking about for unmute? Do you need us to stay quiet for a little bit?
No,
No?
I assume there's noisy people on his end.
Oh, or something. I don't know. Didn't know if you needed us to be quiet for a little bit. So this is the end of this map, and you guys are going to continue for a little bit.
Oh, so there wasn't anything in its pockets?
I was going to land.
Do you want to check the fucking squirrel?
The squirrel had one ruby ring.
Are there acorns in its cheek pouches?
All right, so Micaiah will check the squirrel beaver.
Maximum.
So it had 4 acorns in its mouth. So Micaiah now has 4 of the 6 infinity stones.
Oh,
And we know where the other 2 are. We just have to
No,
retrieve
you know
them.
where one is. You don't know if the giant one was an infinity stone. It could be. I don't know. I'm just saying.
that might have just been the cosmic cube.
Maybe, but whatever. So Micaiah like takes the 4 acorns, and I'll tell him that he got 4 acorns. So as you guys continue on, you get deeper into the forest, and you start hearing noises. Start hearing yelling of someone that seems to be in some kind of distress. Maybe they're distraught, in pain, something. But from a distance, you guys can hear. All of you can hear this. It's pretty easy to hear. You can hear noises from deeper within the forest. It appears that
How
it is
far?
a male voice.
How far away do they sound?
As you keep walking, the sound gets louder and louder. But that is if you guys are still approaching the noise.
I roll a stealth check. I gotta be
also do
sneaky.
this thing.
All right.
Double check the mod.
I'll roll stealth as well.
All right. So you guys are cautiously getting
come
closer. You guys are cautiously getting closer to this. Damn it! Stop rolling, Jesus. You guys are. I'm trying to look at the numbers. You guys are constantly getting cautiously getting closer to this this noise. You can make out that it is the sound of a male. You can hear that he does in fact sound to be arguing with someone, but it also sounds like he's answering himself. It appears that he is both arguing and, debating with himself. He sounds like he's trying to shut up.
No.
Oh, now he talks.
Yes, I can
Okay.
talk now.
All right. So it appears that he is arguing with himself over some matters you can't quite understand. He appears to also be trying to stop himself saying certain things, like you. No, stop, kind of thing. He's like shaking and trembling, and you can hear it in his voice. You can hear that he is shaking and trembling and whipping his body around and like kind of like fits of rage and anger or something you're not quite sure of. And as you get closer, you're at the tree line where you can see this. And let me just double check I got everything off the map because I was kind of rushing this thing at the end. Let's see. Got you guys here. Blah 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 blah. These guys are hidden.
Down is specifically unnerved with the whole talking self thing.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yes, we're good. All right, I can bring you guys here.